Well, it's great to see Topper sports season kicking off again. I'm Troy Hughes. I'm the fire chief here in Los Alamos. And we're glad to see COVID kind of waning and people getting back to their normal activities.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the pit in Pojoaque. And tonight, will be the Hilltopper girls going up against the Pojoaque Elkettes in a very, very important district contest. The Hilltoppers win this one, they will go 4-0 in district, and they will be in the driver's seat for the race for first place. And coming into this ball game right now, the Hilltoppers are 12-6. I think they're 13-6 overall, and they're 3-0 in district play. And this is the final round of district play, so the Hilltoppers have really been looking forward to this one. The Elkettes, coached by John Salazar, they are 8-13. They are 1-2 in district play. So right now it's the Hilltoppers should be favored to win this, but you never know, and especially down here in Pojoaque, the Pojoaque girls and Pojoaque boys usually play very well. And of course, we saw how the Pojoaque boys played the other night up in Los Alamos when they took the boys to the locker room. But I tell you, this is Gene Mortensen along with my good buddy Mike Mays. So Mike, important ball game for the girls tonight.
Yeah, it really is. This is we are at the turn here of the District 2 Quad A season. 4 games remain after tonight in district play. Toppers 3-0. If they get to 4-0, they have a clear shot at a district regular season title, a berth into the playoffs. A lot of good things come with that. And that starts, if they can pick up this win tonight, that would be huge for them. 4-0. And really... the magic number, if you want to use a baseball term, that becomes 1 or 2 if they can pull that off tonight. They just need 1 or 2 more wins to secure the district title. So a lot of things would happen very, very well. The Elkettes, a little bit of just a wonky season for them, and well, you look at a couple of their games. They played Kirtland Central earlier this season. Final score of that, actually didn't do a bad on the defensive end against the Broncos, held them to 51 points. Problem was, they only scored 5 points. Not in a quarter, not in a half, in the entire ball game.
Did not believe that.
5 points. That is, yeah. I don't even know what to say about that.
Really.
But in any event, the Elkettes, regardless of what's happened to them this season, this would be the highlight of their season. If they can bump the Toppers off of that number 1 spot in district, so do not count them out by any means. There's going to be a tough battle tonight. And Gene, I got some great news for you. Your favorite guy in the whole universe is here this evening, Mr. Angelo Atencio.
Yeah, Angelo.
He hadn't come by to say hi yet. I'm a little offended, frankly.
We didn't get our hug. Yeah.
Oh, he's coming around.
Oh, here comes Angelo.
Here he comes.
Here comes Angelo. Hey, John gets his hug.
Now I'm gonna get mine. That's
all right.
You don't mess on them.
This is my daughter. Angelo, awesome. Angelo, good to see you, man.
Love these guys. Yeah. Thank you guys for doing what you do.
Yeah, awesome.
Appreciate you so much. My man.
Angelo, hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Have a good one. Have a good game. Have a good game. All right. Our absolute favorite official. Angelo Atencio, nicest guy in the universe. I tell you what, he is a great guy, and he is a good solid official as well.
perspective. Win with grace, lose with dignity, and always compete with class.
Let's see. I don't know if we hugged you so hard he knocked off your connection there, but oh, and we have our national anthem. We'll be back in just one moment.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight, o'er the grand floods we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
All right, that was definitely the national anthem. Gene, I can barely hear you over my headset. We're going to check you with, if Charlene can step out of the sauna, we'll make sure that everything is all right. Anyway, Gene, coming tonight. Yes. Yes. I can't hear him either. We're trying to figure out what happened.
Unbelievable.
So, okay. All right, now I can hear you. Yeah, I just as soon as you said, okay, are we on still? Okay, we are still on. Excellent. So,
can you hear me?
Yes, she can hear you. All right. So for Pojoaque this evening, they're going to start junior Marissa Martinez. She's 5'3", 5'8". Amaya Gonzalez. She's a senior, very solid ball player. Kaylee Martinez, a 5'1" junior. Lauren Salazar, a 5'6" sophomore. And Maricela Bowie. And we do not have their height or age for. That is your starting five for the Elcats. The Elcats, by the way, are coached by John Salazar. There are 8 wins and 13 losses on the season. Toppers, of course, are coached by Ray Romero. The Toppers come into this game 13-6 overall. They will start their usual starting five. Gene, Sophia Trujillo, a 5'4" sophomore. Abby Martinez, a 5'5" junior. Carly Holland, a 5'4" senior. Tara McDonald under the basket. She's a 5'10" senior. And their leading scorer, sophomore, 5'8", Gigi Romero. That's your starting lineup for this evening.
Yeah, so right now they're still when they first fired up the PA, I thought maybe you could hear it in Los Alamos because they had it cranked up as loud as they could possibly crank it up. But anyway, very important ball game tonight. The Hilltoppers can win. Hello.
Let's see where we are. Yeah, well, I can hear you okay. We're sorry we're having our struggles this evening, but we are good to go. The Toppers on the court now, and we're going to check Gene's microphone, but I'll be with you here for the moment till we get Gene straightened away. Not quite sure what's going on there. In any event, everybody on the court. Tara McDonald is in the circle. She will jump it up against Amaya Gonzalez. McDonald wins a tip. It's going over to the other side with Los Alamos, but the ball immediately knocked out of bounds. away from Gigi Romero. The ball remaining the Toppers just underway here in the first quarter here at beautiful Ben Lujan Gymnasium. And there's a throw into Holland. She gets the ball to Sophia Trujillo at the timeline. And now McDonald over at top of the key. And McDonald rotates underneath the basket. Nice entry pass by Abby Martinez. And McDonald is fouled. First foul of the ball game. That is going to go to Maricela Bowie. That is her first.
Hello. Okay.
And we are back as Tara McDonald going to the foul line to shoot 2.
So John has fixed my microphone.
All right. John McHale, he can fix just about anything. So
anyway, so here we are.
So anyway, McDonald at the foul line. Missed the first, missed the second. Rebound goes to the Pojoaque Valley Elkettes. No score. 7:30 in the ball game, and we have quick turnover. Back down to Romero quickly, and she knocks it in for 2. So off of the turnover, Gigi Romero puts the Toppers on the board, Gene.
Yeah, it's full court press now being put up by the Hilltoppers, and the Pojoaque having a lot of trouble with it. They finally do get it across the timeline. We had a travel not called. We had a gazillion travels in the JV ball game. They weren't calling any of those. Now they call it travel on Los Alamos. So Carly Holland does get called for the travel.
Well, yeah, there were a lot of violations in the JV game, Gene, but the score was getting kind of out of hand. So I think the officials were turning a blind eye to a lot of it.
Yeah, it was kind of like a gray-white basketball game. And there's a steal by Tara McDonald. That's her specialty. Puts up the left-handed shot and in. So 2 points for Tara. And Tara's been doing that the last 3 or 4 games. She just kind of hangs back, and then all of a sudden she anticipates the young lady going to the basket. So, and she anticipates the pass. It just takes off. And so this time now we have going to be Marcella Bowie. We don't have any height or grade on her, but anyway, she goes to the hole and she's fouled. That personal foul will go to Tara McDonald. That's Tara's first team foul. And at the line, Marcella Bowie, she puts it in, drops in the first one. And so she'll shoot one more. Right now it's a 4-1 ball game. Hilltoppers up on a high arching shot. Doesn't touch anything. So she didn't hit the rim, so the ball turns over to the Hilltoppers.
So Bowie looks to be, just in case you're wondering, she's maybe the 5'6", 5'7" area.
Yes.
Not huge.
Well, it's just a Pojoaque just doesn't have any height at all. And so the skip pass comes across, and the Hilltoppers having a lot of trouble hanging on to it. As they got it over to Abby Martinez, she couldn't hang on. That pass came all the way from the left corner all the way to the far right wing. And bringing up Marcella Bowe again. She comes down the floor, gets it up as a shot taken. That's off rebound. Comes down to Gigi Romero. And she was freaking massacred. Now she was in a triple team. She got out of it, got it up to Abby Martinez, and Abby takes off and drops in for 2. Steal again by Los Alamos, but this one time they're not able, and wide open under the basket as nobody was back there. Tara McDonald dropping back, trying to give him some problem. The shot was up and rolled around and came off, and now the pass by the Elkettes is picked up by Gigi Romero up to Carly Holland. Holland up and in. Carly Holland puts in 2. That makes it now an 8-1 ball game. And John Salazar wants a timeout.
Wow. So the Toppers all over the Pojoaque Valley Elkettes here early, Gene, just 2.5 minutes into this ball game. Toppers putting on a little bit of pressure, not a ton, but they're able right around the timeline. They've forced a couple of turnovers. The Toppers have been able to cash those in on the other end. And very, very good start. Exactly the start, I'm sure, that Ray Romero wanted to see out of his club. You don't the faster they can get up and really keep Pojoaque down, the happier Los Alamos is going to be.
Oh, absolutely. And the Hilltoppers, like Mike said, once they come, Hilltoppers are not pressing, but once they come across that timeline, the Hilltopper defense is just swarming. And they've just forced one turnover after another. So now the Hilltoppers are in the press. They decided to press out of the timeout, coming down the floor and then coming down the baseline on the right side. Can't do anything with it. Ball is knocked away. Loose ball is picked up by Daniela Romero. They bring it up they get it into the middle of the lane and put back. The rebound comes right to Tara McDonald, and she down to Abby Martinez. Abby goes in. She's fouled. But that rebound, Tara didn't even have to jump for that rebound.
No, not even a little bit.
Everybody was going up and everything, and the ball just kind of flopped right down into her hands. She had her hands right in front of her, her belly, and it just dropped right in there. So now Abby Martinez at the free throw line. She'll shoot 2. So Abby right now with 3 points in the ball game. She's going to shoot one more, and that personal foul by the way, let's see. Well, they said, the personal foul, by the way, went to Monica Arietta. That was her first, and they just threw the ball at me.
So they heard you talking about them, so that is a 4th turnover in 3 minutes gone here in this first quarter. The Hellcats having all kinds of trouble holding on to the ball.
They are. Tara McDonald's going to bring it to Gigi Romero. Gigi, she's going to be called for the travel. The old New Mexico shuffle.
That is the most consistent call in all of high school basketball at this stage.
Yeah, it really is. Fake to one side and then come back the other side, and
you don't have to move your feet. You don't have to do anything. You will get that call every single time.
Yeah, that's it. So coming across the timeline, did a good job. Kaylee Salazar, 5'3" senior. She dribbles all the way into the lane. She had dribbled almost every inch of every square inch of the court. She finally gives it up over to Marcella Boy. Marcella is going to get it back to Kaylee. Kaylee is still on the dribble. Finally picks it up. 3-point shot on the way. This is going to be off, picked up by Marcella Boy. And a battle for it. It's going to go off of Marcella and her out of bounds. So it'll be inbounded by Los Alamos under the Pojoaque basket. No press being put on by Pojoaque. Right now we have 4:11 remaining in this first quarter. Hilltoppers lead 9-1 with the only score for Pojoaque coming from Marcella Boy as she made the first of 2 free throws. Carly Holland got called for a travel. Drug her pivot foot. She's looking around very confused, like she can't believe it, but she did.
That was the right call.
She drugged the pivot foot, so they got her. So here comes Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee, she likes to dribble. And Kaylee cutting down the lane. They try to get the ball to her. Knocked out of bounds by the Hilltopper, by Carly Holland. It'll be inbounded under the Pojoaque basket. Baseline right. They're going to bring it all the way out to half court as they get it out to Monica Arietta. So Monica now standing in the half court circle, signaling some kind of play. And the play is Monica's going to dribble right down the middle of the lane. I love it when they call these plays. They sat out there and they call a play, and then just forget the other 4 players.
That's right.
I'm going to shoot, or I'm going to drive, or whatever. Anyway, it's a held ball and it goes over to Pojoaque. So they throw it in. They bring it all the way out to the half court circle again to Monica Arietta. She gets a screen, pulls up, 15-footer on the way. This is off, and she's fouled. Unbelievable. Well, I didn't see it, but boy, she was on the floor. I don't know if she had a flop or not. But
well, she got bumped after shooting the jump shot. She was still in the air. That usually gets called. So the 8th grader on the foul line misses the first.
Yeah,
still just one. And misses the second. Still just 1 point for the Elkettes here.
And so they finally get it under Danielle Romero, and Daniela puts it in for 2 after Monica Arietta, only an 8th grader. She missed them both. So right now it's 9-3. Hilltoppers had started off pretty hot, but they've slowed down a lot here in the last 2 or 3 minutes as they really poured it on at first. Kaylee Salazar on the dribble again. Almost a steal by Sophia Trujillo. 3-point shot up. This is off. Rebound comes down to Carly Holland. Holland quickly across the timeline. Quickly gets it over to Gigi Romero. Gigi starts to shoot the 3, fakes the 3, takes it to the hole. Gigi Romero got it wide open from the 3-point line. Decided not to fake the 3-pointer, and then just immediately took off to the basket. Long pass down the floor. This goes to Sophia Trujillo, and Sophia catches it in the middle of a double team. Tries to keep hanging on. Finally falls backwards, but she does get the ball to Gigi Romero, who comes in for a wide open left-handed layup, and Gigi doesn't convert.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Yes, it really is. Minute 53 to go. And Kaylee Salazar on the dribble again. They get it over on the wing. Now they'll bring it out on top to Monica Arietta. Mike is only an 8th grader, 5'1". Now the ball is going to be stolen away by Gigi Romero. Gigi coming down, and she's going to dish it off at the last second to Michelle Macias. So she came in. Everybody thought she was going to shoot it. And the last second, she just dumped it off to Michelle. Michelle puts it in for 2. And we're going to have a reach-in foul. Is going to go to Carly Holland. That's going to be her first. That's the 3rd team foul. 1 team foul has been called on Pojoaque.
Well, just minute 15 remaining here in this first quarter. 10-point lead for Los Alamos. Trujillo bothering the 8th grader. Lost the ball momentarily. Now we're going to have a foul on the floor. That might go to Velarde.
Yeah, let's see who's going to get this one. It's going to be... No, it's going to go to Michelle Macias.
Oh, wow. I didn't see Michelle anywhere near there.
Yeah, she's been having a little problem in the foul department. But anyway, at the free throw line, let's see, what is her number? 11?
Yeah, that is Amaya Gonzalez. She's been
5'8" senior, so she misses the first. She'll shoot one more. This one high in the air and nothing but net. So right now they have 4 points, and they have the 1 field goal, and they're 2 for 6 from the free throw line.
Yeah, my senior this year, three sport athlete for the Elkettes, and she's been around. She's been a thorn in the topper side for a while.
Yeah. So the ball is going to be stolen away by the Hilltoppers as Monica Arietta, the 8th grader, makes the steal. She'll bring it up. And the Hilltoppers right now in a girl-to-girl defense. Coming down the right side of the ring, getting it over in the wing on the right side to get it out on top to Marcella Bowie. Over to Kaylee Salazar. Knocked away from her by Caitlin Velarde. And the Kaylee goes around. Kaylee puts it up too hard off the glass. Comes right back to the 8th grader, Monica, and she's going to dish it off. Gets it back to Kaylee Salazar. Back to Arietta. Arietta trying to go in. Loses the handle. And so as we battle for the handle, let's see. 2 or 3 girls go down, and the referee just simply says, green ball.
Wow, that was like Did you ever do that thing in like junior high when you got on all fours underneath a buddy and just somebody pushed him over?
Oh yes,
that's kind of what that looked like. as a heave toward the bucket is off at the buzzer. 13-4 in favor of Los Alamos after one quarter of play. Toppers, yeah, like you said, looked like they were going to score 20, 25 points in this quarter. Had 8 points within about 2 minutes, and then cooled off a little bit. But solid lead here, 9. I'm sorry, Gene. I just now lost my hearing.
Yes.
Man, they crank up the speakers here at Pojoaque. Then very, very festive atmosphere here in Ben Lujan Gymnasium.
Yes. Well, no 3-pointers in the ball game as yet, and so the Hilltoppers right now are 2 for 4 from the free throw line for their 13 points. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, and they're 1 for 4. 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Okay, so that's better. And Pojoaque, they had 2 field goals and no 3-pointers. They were 2 of 6 from the free throw line. And so to start the second quarter, the Hilltoppers will inbound it. And they'll bring it inside. They get it to Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo bring it over to Carly Holland down low in the corner. They get it to Gigi. Gigi brings it back to Carly. Now inside to Gigi. Turnaround jump shot by Gigi is off. Rebound is going to come down. He's pulled down by Amaya Gonzalez. And Amaya gets it to Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee's just going to take it all the way. And she gets away with a major walk. And so Amaya Gonzalez finally gets a loose ball and puts it in, but after a major walking, there's a pass by Los Alamos, and they can't hang on. It goes away. There's a low pass, and it hit the Hilltopper in the shin. And got away from her, and now the ball trying to come up the floor. And then Abby Martinez right there for Los Alamos to knock it out of bounds. So Pojoaque will inbound it right at the at midfield at the timeline, and that will be Marissa Martinez will throw it and bring it into Kaylee Salazar. Salazar, not a very big girl, but her pass is almost picked off. They get it to Marcella Bowie. Her shot is up. We're going to have a held ball that will go to Pojoaque. So Pojoaque will inbound it under their own basket, baseline left, and they will hand the ball over to Marissa Martinez once again. Marissa's going to try to get it into Kaylee Salazar, and it is deflected out of bounds over on the sideline. No, they're going to say it was deflected behind the basket again. So they will just start it all over again. Big crowd in front of the basket. It looked like Pojoaque was trying to line up, but they were just nobody was exactly sure where they were supposed to get. Nice looking shot this time by Marissa Martinez, a left-handed shot. That's off. Rebound. We're going to have Marcella Bowie called for the blocking foul against Sophia Trujillo. So that will be Marcella's first personal. And that is the 5th team foul. Second personal, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is their second personal. So, Marcella, we actually had we have pre-printed scorebooks here, and Marcella was not in the scorebook, so we had to kind of squeeze her in wherever we could on our score sheet there. A couple of shots are off. Rebound to the Elcat. 6:20 remaining. 13-6 ball game here.
Sophia Trujillo dribbled under the basket, directly under the basket. When she got to the other side, she just tried to flip it over her head, and that was very unsuccessful. But the ball now is going to be Hilltoppers challenging the dribbler, and she actually loses the handle, loses it out of bounds. So the Hilltoppers will inbound it. They'll bring it to Sophia Trujillo. We have 6 minutes to go here in the first half. It's a 13-6 ball game. And the Hilltoppers, who just opened up like they were just going to blow them out of the gym, and so right now it's completely turned around as here come the Elkettes and coming down the floor. Nice move down the floor this time with Marissa Martinez, and she puts it in for 2, and she's going to go to the free throw line. So the Hilltoppers, who were up at 9-1, and it's now 13-8, and Marissa Martinez can make it 13-9. And this one bounces around and drops in. So the Hilltoppers, who were running away with this ball game at the beginning, are now finding Pojoaque clawing back into this ball game. 13-9 with 5:45 to go.
Toppers have not scored in this quarter yet.
No, they have not, and we've had over 2 minutes gone. So we're working against the zone right now. It comes to out on top. It comes to Carly Holland. Holland inside. Go to Gigi Romero over to Sophia Trujillo. She puts a shot up. It's off. Rebound comes down to Pojoaque. Pojoaque trying to outlet it over to Kiana Brenton. And the outlet pass goes wide. So the Hilltoppers will inbound it under their own basket. Baseline left. Gigi Romero or Caitlin Velarde going to bring it into Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo in the corner to Caitlin. Caitlin skip pass across to Carly Holland. Holland goes in, puts it up. She's hit hard, and she'll go to the floor. And that ball almost flew over the top of the backboard. And that personal foul will go to Amaya Gonzalez. That's going to be her first. That is the third team foul. The fourth team foul. And Carly Holland at the free throw line for Los Alamos. She'll shoot 2. Whoa. Because, boy, you could see as soon as that left her hand, you knew that wasn't going to go in. I was amazed it made it to the rim. It hits the front of the rim, and that's that. Carly, normally a very good free throw shooter. This one is also off. Ball's on the floor. Pojoaque is a battle for it. Hilltoppers win the battle, and they get it over to Carly Holland, and Carly lays it in for 2. So that was weird. so the ball coming, Marissa Martinez coming down, and I heard we're going to have a 3-point shot from way out. That's going to be an air ball, and they're going to go just bounce out of bounds. So it'll be inbounded by Los Alamos under the Pojoaque basket, 15-9. Still thought it was only up by 6. They started off this ball game. I thought at this point we'd have 30 points, but right now the Hilltoppers have really slowed down. Amazing. Gigi Romero 3-point shot. That's off. Rebound is going to come down to Kaylee Martinez. Kaylee is going to pass it up the court and actually overthrows as she was trying to get it up the floor to Marissa Martinez and overthrows Marissa. Ball goes out of bounds right at the midcourt. So the Hilltoppers, Carly Holland will inbound it to Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo back to Carly in the corner, right out of Caitlin Salazar to Gigi Romero. Skip pass across to Sophia. Sophia puts the shot up, bounces around, comes off. Sophia gets her own rebound. Gets it to Caitlin Velarde. Velarde with the 3-point shot. Carly Holland going for the rebound. We're going to have a held ball, and that will go to Los Alamos.
Boy, the Toppers have gone ice cold here in the last 3 minutes or so. They're just the shots they're getting decent looks, but they're just off right now.
So 3-point shot by Caitlin Velarde. Rebound comes down to Gigi Romero. And her turnaround putback is up and in. It's Carly now with 6 points in the ball game, and the Hilltoppers extend their lead 17-9. Stolen away by Sophia Trujillo. She puts it up, bounces around and comes off. And stolen away again. They get it to Carly Holland. Holland's little short shot is off, and finally Gigi Romero finally picks it up and puts it in with the left hand. But the Hilltoppers really pounding the boards and really giving the Elkettes after the ball comes down, even if the Elkettes have it, under the basket. The Hilltoppers are still after them and forcing the turnovers. So right now it's a 19-9 ball game as we have Gigi Romero with 8 points, the leading scorer in the ball game so far.
Quick turnaround there by Los Alamos. Couple of quick buckets by Romero to this was getting tight. The 6-point ball game, and the Elkets with the ball had a chance to really dig in, but a couple of quick turnovers. Los Alamos able to cash those in on the other end already. 11 turnovers for the Elkets in this ball game. 3:27 remaining in the first half, and 8 points for Romero, but they needed those couple of buckets because really Los Alamos, they weren't hitting anything. They had some open looks, but just could not get them to fall.
Well, they started off the ball game, passing the ball very well, taking it to the hole. They were taking advantage of every opportunity, and then it just hasn't been the same here. But the full court press by Los Alamos right now as after the timeout, and so ball still in the backcourt. They finally bring it across, and this one is going to go. And it's going to go off. Kaylee Salazar and Sophia Trujillo both going for it. Goes off of Sophia's foot, and then Kaylee and Sophia jump up, and one of them went down anyway. Then they stand up and they give each other a little hug, and both of them laughing. So Kaylee Salazar going to bring it over now to Marissa Martinez. Martinez will bring it back out to Kaylee. Kaylee loses the handle. She starts to go to the hole, and then she has to dump it off at the last second to Monica Arrieta. Comes out on top of Marissa Martinez once again. Marissa trying to come down, picks up her dribble, gets it to Kaylee. 3-point shot by Kaylee. This is off. Rebound comes down to Gigi Romero. Long pass down the floor to Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo goes in, lays it in with the left hand. Nice shot by Sophia coming down and then ending it. Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. So one of the Elkets trapped in the corner. I think it was Martinez. Just Gigi Romero and Caitlin Berlari all over. They grab the ball. I was 100% sure they're going to call a held ball, but before that, the Elkets awarded a timeout.
Yeah, they jump up and get a timeout, and then there's two things about that. One is that nobody had clear possession of the ball, so neither coach could call a timeout. And secondly, I don't see the logic in calling a timeout to save a possession, especially in a ball game like this.
Not in this situation. I mean, there's 15 seconds left. There's a 2-point ball game. Yeah, you call a timeout to save the possession. We had 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter of a 11-point, 12-point ball game. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
No, I never have figured that one out. But the other thing is the officials give it to them every time. So Pojoaque will inbound it. They'll bring it to Kaylee Salazar. Salazar, nice move down the lane, puts the shot up too hard, gets her own rebound, and but then it goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Michelle Macias, and now inbounding it under the basket will be Lauren Salazar for Pojoaque. Going to get it to Kaylee. Kaylee loses the handle again, picks it up. He gets it to Marcella Bowie. Bowie puts the shot up. Rebound comes down to the Hilltoppers and comes down to Sophia Trujillo. Trujillo goes to the basket. She's cut off, so she brings it all the way back out she was all the way under the basket. She flipped it all the way back out to the left wing. Now they rotate it over inside, and they're going to get it to Tara McDonald. McDonald trying to get it to Caitlin Salazar. She's off. Rebound to Michelle Macias. We're going to have a held ball, and this one will go to Pojoaque.
Gene, that last series here, that I think was a classic case of everyone being too unselfish. The Toppers Hilltoppers passed up 2, maybe 3 wide open shots trying to get the ball to their buddies. Somebody needs to cash it in.
Yes. So 3-point shot taken. This one by Lauren Salazar. Rebound comes down to Tara McDonald. Long pass comes down to Sophia Trujillo. And Trujillo takes it to the hole and lays it in. That makes it now 23-9. So the Hilltoppers now opening things up here. As the Pojoaque's only scored 5 points so far. Caitlin Salazar, we're going to have a reach in. That's going to either go to Caitlin or to Carly. Let's see who gets it. Carly Holland. So Carly gets her second, and that is the 6th team foul. 62 seconds remain here in the first half in the ball game right now for Los Alamos. We have Caitlin Salazar, Michelle Macias, and Gigi Romero, Sophia Trujillo, and Catherine Trujillo. Missed shot, and that was the 1-and-1 by Kaylee Salazar, and so she misses the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound comes down to the Hilltoppers. Gigi Romero, 3-point shot is off. Long rebound is going to be picked up by Marcella Boy, and we're going to have a reach in, and we're going to have a 1-and-1 for Marcella. And Michelle Macias will pick up the personal. That is the 8th team foul on Los Alamos. And we've had 4 called on the Elcats. Back to the free throw line is Marcella Boy. She actually made the first points of the ball game for the Elcats. She was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Has not scored since then. This is her second trip to the free throw line. Puts in the first. And so she'll shoot 1 more. That makes it now 23 to 10. Michelle Macias checks out. And coming into the ball game is Mackenzie Chavi. And it's good to see Mackenzie. Mackenzie, she had some kind of a foot injury, and so she had to sit out 2 or 3 games. She did play a little bit in the last game. And Marcella puts in the second. It's nice to see Mackenzie, outstanding soccer player, and see her back out on the court, full court press. So Ray Romero wants a timeout with 38 seconds to go.
No.
So, and he's going to take a 30.
Yeah, that's. I'm not quite sure about that timeout either, but 38 seconds to go. I mean, you're about to get a 10-minute, but you're 30 seconds away from a 10-minute break. Just let it go.
Didn't Benito do that the other night?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he did, and just
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, and no particular rhyme or reason to it. It didn't. I didn't see any. But
well, they didn't do anything coming out of it. So now the Hilltoppers leading 23-11, and full court press by Pojoaque with 38 seconds to go.
There are not, by the way, any use it or lose it timeouts in the first half and at this level of basketball. So.
That's right. It's 5 and that's it. So Sophia Trujillo gets it in the corner this time to Caitlin Velarde. And so now Sophia Trujillo, 15 seconds to go. She's going to bring it back out on top. Now they rotated over back to Sophia. Sophia over to Caitlin Velarde. She puts up a 3-point shot. It's off. Rebound comes down to the Elks, and there is the buzzer, bringing his first half to a close as the Hilltoppers lead in this one, 23-11, as the Hilltoppers came up with 10 points and the Elkets come up with 7. So anyway, strange game, Mike. We started off like gangbusters, it almost looked like the Moriarty game we had in Los Alamos, where Hilltoppers just buried Moriarty in the first half. And I thought it kind of looked like it was going to start that way, but then the Hilltoppers went really, really cold, and were cold for quite a while. And then finally, in the last 3 or 4 minutes of the half, they finally did pick it up, and they now lead by 23-11, so they now lead by 12. So anyway,
all right, we're about to have like a cheerleader convention here. We got 30, 40 cheerleaders of varying ages here.
Yeah, looking like from 2 from 2 years old to
2 to 17 and everything in between. So we'll see how this goes. In any event, it looked like Los Alamos about to just put this one to bed very, very early in this ball game. Then just kind of got cold from the floor. Things just did not just were not falling for Los Alamos, and Pojoaque, for momentarily at least, climbed back into the ball game. Actually cut it to 6 and had a 3-point attempt that would have cut it down to 3, but that was all. I think that was actually partially blocked. But Los Alamos bouncing back after that and add slightly to their lead. So they are up 23-11 here in the strange ball game. But for Los Alamos, sorry, I'm a little distracted. There's just so much dancing in front of me. I'm not sure what to look at here. But so for the Toppers, Gigi Romero finished with 8 points, had a couple of big steals to kind of get Los Alamos back on track in that second quarter. 4 points for Sofia Trujillo. She also went to the basket a couple of times for a couple of buckets in that second quarter, and 4 points for Carly Holland, 3 for Abby Martinez. Picked up her second foul fairly early, and she has her time since then has been limited. A bucket for Macias and a bucket for Tara McDonald. For the Elkettes, they have 3 players with 3 points. That's Maricela Bowie, Marissa Martinez, and Amaya Gonzalez. And other than that, just not a whole lot happening for the Elkettes. They have struggled to keep control of the ball. They, like I said, they had 11 turnovers in that first half. They had, I think they turned the ball over 5 times in their first 6 or 7 possessions. So they got off to a very slow start. Were able to sort of get that under control later in that first half. But Los Alamos, boy, oh boy, if they can stay on track, Gene, they should be able to put this away in the third quarter, no problem. But that was just a weird stretch. They're just Los Alamos they were doing great, and then it's all of a sudden just completely got out of sync. And it didn't really seem like anything had happened. Pojoaque really hadn't changed up much of what they were doing. Los Alamos just kind of got off the same page, and it took them a while to get back.
Yeah, it was very strange. It looked like it was all Los Alamos in the first 2 or 3 minutes of this ballgame. And I mean all Los Alamos. Pojoaque was just not even a factor up to that point. And then after the Ray Romero, after the John Salazar timeout, things did change a little bit as I didn't see where he made any particular adjustments, but he did change his lineup. And that was one thing that was interesting, was that he did bring in some girls, especially like Haley Salazar. She didn't start, but she played a lot of that half, and she went to the point, and she made quite a difference because she loved to dribble, but the whole thing was that all her dribbling around gave Pojoaque some motion, so the other girls weren't standing around by any means. Plus, the Elkettes started hitting the boards a lot better because at first the Hilltoppers were just complete control of the boards on both ends. And in addition, as Mike pointed out, they were just getting one turnover after another. But the Pojoaque was able to finally get a lot of that stuff under control. and they closed it to a 4 or 6 point ball game. And at that point, Los Alamos turned around and took off again, and they now lead by 12, 23-11. So, and so the 20 and anyway 23-11. Let's see, I'm missing some points here somewhere, but anyway.
So, Gene, as we were saying, coming into the ball game, the Toppers 3-0 in District 2 4A play will have a clear shot at a district regular season title if they can close this out. If they can close this contest out, they are in pretty good shape. They're actually already out of the locker room and warming up for the second half. So Los Alamos sitting 3-0 in district. Moriarty, who, boy, we saw him a couple of weeks ago, and Los Alamos just absolutely shellacked Moriarty, nearly 40-point ball game there. And that has been Moriarty's only loss of the district season. They knocked off Espanola Valley, they knocked off the Elkettes, and they did a number on Taos. So Moriarty's still very much alive, and they can erase all kinds of problems when the Toppers go into town on Saturday. So that's going to be a very interesting ball game. Los Alamos at Moriarty on Saturday evening. So it is, if Moriarty somehow pulls out that ball game, I mean, we're all tied up at the top of the district. So even though Los Alamos 4-0 right now, they're going to have to watch out for the Pintos, which seemed interesting. That was the first district contest, and Los Alamos had absolutely no trouble with Moriarty. And frankly, Moriarty's had no trouble with anybody else in the district but Los Alamos.
Yeah, it was amazing. Moriarty has just been winning, just like you say. They've been winning pretty handily against everybody else. But, well, I mean, they just were overwhelmed by Los Alamos. It was just, I mean, it was almost like one of those games that Mike was talking about, 50-5. But Hilltoppers were up by 35 at the end of the first half against Moriarty. So we got about a minute 40 to go here before we'll get into the second half of play. But right now it's 23-11, so the Hilltoppers in control so far in this ball game. But we'll have to see how that all shakes out here in a minute. So let me see. The Hilltoppers had 11 field goals and no three-pointers. Not a three-pointer yet in this ball game. And the Hilltoppers very poorly from the free throw line. They were 1 for 6 from the free throw line. And the Pojoaque had 4 field goals and no three-pointers. And then they, let's see, they didn't do so well either. But anyway, they were like 2. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, they were like 3 for 10. 3 for 10 from the free throw line. So free throw shooting not really well by either team. 1 for 6 for Los Alamos, 3 for 10 for Pojoaque. But and Mike will be on the air again tomorrow night. The Topper boys are going to entertain Moriarty boys. And that'll be a 7 o'clock start as usual. So it'll be Hilltopper boys against Moriarty. And we'll be there. And then on Saturday, the Hilltopper boys play Rio Rancho. And I do not think we're going to be able to do that. I don't think Crew has too many other commitments, I think. But this is tomorrow will be the 4th game of the week. 4th game we've done this week. But after tomorrow night, Mike, and then on Saturday, after Saturday, the Hilltoppers don't play again for a week as they travel to Espanola and on the following Saturday. So they have an entire week off to get ready for Espanola.
All right. Well, yeah, Los Alamos may need a week to get ready for Espanola as well. very, very tough. First time we saw him, but in any event, we're about ready to go.
Yeah, and Hilltoppers will inbound it. They finally said Sophia Trujillo was out of bounds, so Abby Martinez runs over quickly. They switch places. They bring the ball into Tara McDonald. She gets it to Sophia. Sophia on the dribble goes to the right wing, gets it to Gigi Romero. Romero gets a screen from Tara McDonald. They try a little pick and roll. That doesn't work. So they get defended well by so Carly Holland pops, and ball pops around. 3-point shot from the top of the key. That thing popped around the rim and finally did not drop through. So it makes it still 23-11. Marissa Martinez with it. She's going to hand it over to Amaya Gonzalez. Gonzalez picks up her dribble, bounces it over to Marcella Bowie, gets away from her. Kaylee Martinez picks it up for Pojoaque, takes it to the hole, puts up the left-handed shot. It's off. Rebounds, pick it up. Long pass comes down the floor to Carly Holland. She gets it up to Abby Martinez. Martinez goes up with the shot. Gigi Romero gets the rebound, stolen away from Gigi, and then stolen back by Abby Martinez. So the Hilltoppers now try to set things up again as Gigi Romero go get it out on top to Abby Martinez. Abby just gonna, well, she started about the free throw line to the left of the free throw line, ran to the basket. But they're going to say she was fouled before she ran to the basket. So that personal foul will go to Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee Martinez.
Or Martinez, rather, completely bailed Abby out because she was called for the foul, but she had no intention of dribbling whatsoever.
None at all. The boy is taking it all the way to the hole. And that was Marissa Martinez. She's been the 5'3" junior has been very active since she came into the ball game. Her shot was blocked by Los Alamos, so they inbound it. And they'll bring it out on top to Monica Arrieta. Arrieta back to Marissa. Martinez puts the ball on the floor. Gigi Romero on her. Hilltoppers in a girl-to-girl defense right now. And they in the corner, Gigi Romero trapping in the corner, and she's trapping Lauren Salazar. But so they bounce it off of Gigi and out of bounds. So now they'll inbound it from that corner to Monica Arrieta. Arrieta on the dribble, starts to put down, going against Sophia Trujillo, gets it to Marissa Martinez, Carly Holland on her, and then the steal by Abby Martinez. And interestingly enough, Abby loses the handle as she almost goes out of bounds, and then the ball bounces off of Lauren Salazar out of bounds. And so a little give and go as they got it. Abby Martinez got it over to Gigi and it took off to the basket. Gigi then lobbed it to her under the basket, but as she went up, she had her shot blocked. And so now it's still 23-11. Ball's going to go in the backcourt. We're going to have maybe have a held ball. Nope, we're going to have a foul. Angelo says personal foul on Abby. So Abby puts up her first. That's the first team foul. And it'll be inbounded by Pojoaque at midcourt. So Hilltoppers still in that girl-to-girl defense.
5:20 remaining in this third quarter. Nobody has scored yet.
Here we go again. Skip pass comes across, comes up to the top. They bounce it in. Pass is stolen. Once again, that's Tara McDonald. That's kind of her specialty. And she stops. She couldn't go up. She was well defended. And then she made a little spin move and laid it in. That's 4 points now for Tara. That makes it 25-11. Pojoaque in a trap. They get out of the trap. They get it over to Lauren Salazar. Salazar puts the shot up, and it's good.
Lauren Salazar.
So Lauren Salazar picks up the basket. They full court press by Pojoaque, and we're going to have a reach-in foul. This one's going to go to Lauren Salazar. And so she picks up the personal. That's her first. That is the second team foul of this half on Pojoaque. Trujillo gets the screen, comes around the screen, gets it out on top to Tara. Tara over to Carly Holland. Holland top of the key. A little pick and roll. And perfectly executed. Screen by Tara, the roll off, and then the pass from Carly. And you don't do it any better than that.
No, that was very, very nice. And nice finish there by McDonald as well. She has 6 points in the ball game. She's got the only 2 baskets for Los Alamos in this quarter.
27-13. Ball lost out of bounds by the Elks. Hilltoppers inbounded at midcourt. And they get it to Tara once again. She sets that screen for Carly. And they try it again. This time Pojoaque waiting for it. But it doesn't. They get it in the way, but then the ball goes loose, picked up by Gigi Romero, and Gigi heads to the basket and lays it in with a left hand for her 10th point. Kaylee Salazar right into the lane, off the glass, and in.
Boy, Kaylee, she's got some moves with the ball.
Yes, she's a good ball handler, I'll tell you. She's a 5'3" senior, but well, I mean, she can move. They get it to Tara McDonald. McDonald gets it to Carly Holland. Holland gets away with a major walk. Gigi Romero has a 2-point attempt. She was on the baseline inside the 3-point line. This is blocked out of bounds by Pojoaque Caitlin, and so Caitlin Velarde will inbound it for Los Alamos. They bring it into Gigi Romero. Romero tries to take it off of the glass, puts it up too hard. And so with 3:07 remaining in the third quarter, down the floor goes Pojoaque, and they get behind Los Alamos. And so Marcella Bowie picks up the point. That's her 5th point in the ball game. And it's right now 29-17. Hilltoppers are going to get it now to Carly Holland. Holland in the half-court circle, still under. Gets a screen from Gigi. Kaylee Salazar picks her pocket. Kaylee's going to take it down. And Kaylee, she put the ball in her hip pocket, literally. As she was dribbling, she started to pick up her dribble, actually put the ball on her hip, kept going. And then finally... anyway, nothing called. Anyway, so who got that basket?
That was Sophia with a nice drive to the hoop. And wow, I'm not sure quite what happened there with Kaylee. He just goes out. As Amaya Gonzalez knocks in a jump shot, but that was just bizarre.
Yes, it really was. So Carly Holland comes down on the baseline, puts it up. It's off here. Hilltoppers now in the Elkettes on a run. They go put the shot, picking it all the way to the hole. That time with Lauren Salazar, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. And that personal foul is going to go to Gigi. That's her first. That is the second team foul of this half. And at the free throw line is Monica Arrieta, and she'll shoot 2. And this is the first.
Oh, Jane, it seems like in this ball game, Los Alamos is just absolutely crushed to the Elkettes. But, we're still in the third quarter. If the Elkettes get hot here and put something together, they're going to be right back in this ball game without, they can get back in this ball game in a hurry.
Yes, they can. And so on the missed free throw, Pojoaque, Kaylee Salazar gets the rebound. And then she's called for a travel. Unbelievable. Well, let's see. Well, they gave it. Well, I thought they called it travel, but they give it to Pojoaque, so I don't know what happened there. And then Kaylee brings it in, takes it to the hole, bounces it off the glass and in. Nice move by Kaylee. And so right now it's a 10-point ball game, 31-21, as Pojoaque is heating things up. So 8 points so far in this quarter for Los Alamos, and for Pojoaque, let's see, they have 10 points. So they outscored Los Alamos so far, and we have 1:28 remaining here in the third quarter of play.
Yeah, so like I said, not out of the realm of possibility. If the Elkets can put something together, they can cut this under a 10-point ball game here by the end of the third quarter. You know, then it's all up in the air. You know, it's one of these deals. You know, if you're Los Alamos, the one thing you just would really love to do here at Ben Lujan Gymnasium is put the Elkets down and keep them down as far as possible. But you know, they could climb back into this ball game.
Yeah, they could. They really could. Who was that? Who made that?
So off the inbound, Trujillo gets the ball about 8 feet out and puts in a kind of a floater, saying that is good. 33-21, 1:18 remaining. Nice play off the inbound pass.
Pojoaque gets it in, and they take it straight to the hole. And it's Kaylee Salazar, 6 points already in this quarter. And makes it 33-23, 10-point ball game. Comes up to Carly Holland across the timeline. Carly dribbles down into the corner. She's in a trap. Gets it out of the trap. Sophia Trujillo, a shot inside the three-point line from about 16 feet out. That's off. Rebound comes down to Pojoaque. They throw it away. So the Hilltoppers will inbound it in the backcourt, just about 10 feet into the backcourt. They'll work down the right sideline.
Boy, and that was a really bad turnover by the Elkets.
Yes, it really was. Hilltoppers bring it up now to Tara McDonald. McDonald going to try to take it to the hole, gets it over now to Michelle Macias. 3-point shot from outside. That's off. Tara McDonald going for the rebound. And it's going to go off of Tara out of bounds.
Boy, and the Topper bench did not like that call, and I think they have a case here. I think that actually did deflect off one of the Elkets before it went out.
Yeah, and Tara, you can see Tara wasn't a happy camper as she checks out of the ball game with the 36 seconds to go. And Kaylee Salazar will bring it up, and they can cut this to under 10 points.
Watch out for Salazar. She's had quite the quarter. Gets her pocket picked immediately by Michelle Macias.
And then Kaylee goes over and shakes her hand. Unbelievable. Kaylee cracks me up, man. So, anyway, Hilltoppers will inbound it. They bring it into Gigi Romero with 24 seconds to go. Gigi will bounce it out on top. It comes out now to Abby Martinez. Martinez on the dribble. Over to Gigi. 3-point shot by Gigi. That's off. Hits the side of the rim. And we come down to 6 seconds to go. And at the buzzer, a 3-point shot up. And I thought that was going to be a big buzzer beater, but it wasn't, by Kaylee Salazar. And that'll bring this quarter to an end as the Hilltoppers come up with it's right now it's 33-23. The Hilltoppers led by 12 at the half, and so the Hilltoppers put 10 points in. That's the same thing they did in the second quarter, and Pojoaque puts in 12. So the Pojoaque cuts the 12-point lead from Los Alamos down to 10. And so Pojoaque, this is not over by a long shot, as the Hilltoppers just, I don't know what happened, Mike. They just started off like we're going to the mercy rule in a hurry in this ball game. And well, next thing you know, Pojoaque's right back in it.
Well, the Toppers have played very, very well tonight in spurts. They started off like gangbusters. When the Elkets started making a little move on them in the second quarter, Toppers were able to counter. Got a couple of quick buckets there in the third quarter to kind of stave off another potential run by the Elcats. But interesting, the Toppers, they have kind of not been able to 100% put everything together tonight. And Pojoaque's still in this ball game.
Oh, absolutely. The Pojoaque inbounds it to start the fourth quarter. We're going to have a personal foul called against the Hilltoppers for a reach-in foul. And that one, let's see, that's going to go to Pojoaque. I'm sorry.
It's going to go to Marcella Bowie. That's her third.
Yes. So right now, Sophia Trujillo on a dribble gets a screen from Gigi Romero. Romero cuts to the basket, puts a shot up, it's off. Rebound will come down to Lauren Salazar. Salazar will bring it up for Pojoaque. Pojoaque brings it over to Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee on the left wing heads toward the baseline. It's cut off. And ball almost into the backcourt, barely saved by Lauren Salazar. And then taking it to the hole this time. And that is Marcella Bowie. And Marcella, she has 5 points in the ball game. And she's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So she's going to shoot 2. And the personal foul went to Caitlin Velarde. That's her second. And so Marcella misses the first. So she'll shoot one more. And so that is the third team foul on Los Alamos. 4 have been called on Pojoaque so far in this half. And Marcella ready for shot number 2. Still a 10-point ball game. Make it a 9-point ball game as Pojoaque now has put this under 10 points. And we have a long way to go. 7 minutes left. Carly Holland quickly down the floor. Picks up her dribble. Throws the ball away. Comes to Kaylee Salazar. Salazar coming up the floor. She starts to go to the hole. Cut off by Gigi Romero. She gets it over now to Lauren Salazar. 3-point shot from the corner by Marissa Martinez. And the rebound comes down to... Well, rebound. I'm not sure what they called there. I think you may have called a held ball.
I'm not sure what they called. We didn't really get a definitive.
Well, the first official looked like he called her for sitting down out of bounds. And then finally the second one runs in, and he was patting on the ball. So, whoa! And there's a 3-point basket from Lauren Salazar. And she now has picked up her 5th point in this ball game, and suddenly the Hilltoppers are only up by 6.
Wow, just like that. And boy, the Elcats with the inbound underneath their basket, the Topper defense just completely lost sight of Lauren Salazar. She was wide open in the corner. Nobody ever close to her.
So Tara McDonald coming down the floor and starts to go up. She's actually knocked down from behind, but they're going to call a foul on the floor, which is the right call. That'll go against Lauren Salazar, and that'll be Lauren's second personal. That is the 15th foul. Hilltoppers will inbound it under their own basket. They get to Gigi Romero. Romero misses an easy layup, and now the Pojoaque, they have way ahead of everybody. Lauren Salazar. Salazar misses, but the rebound comes down to Amaya Gonzalez for 2, and we're looking at a 4-point ball game. The Hilltoppers get it underneath to Abby Martinez. Martinez puts up the left-handed shot. She's going to go to the free throw line. The personal foul will go to Marissa Martinez. That's her first. That is the 16th foul, but it's a shooting foul. And right now, Mike, it's a 4-point ball game, 33-29. Unbelievable. And so Abby Martinez at the line misses. So she'll shoot one more. everybody switching the lane, so they take Tara off of the lane, put her back at half court to put Gigi Romero back at half court. And so Abby drops that one in, makes it a 5-point ball game, 34-29. Full court press by Los Alamos. They bring it up the floor to Lauren Salazar. We're going to go blocking foul, and that one's going to go to Abby Martinez.
That is her fourth.
So Abby's fourth personal.
Abby's been in foul trouble this entire ball game.
Yes, she has, and so that's the fourth team foul on Los Alamos. 34-29, 5-point ball game. Lauren Salazar starts to go up. She travels.
Oh, boy.
No way, Jose, did she travel.
Tough call there.
That was full court press. And they start to baseball it down the floor. Then they decide not to. They get it up the floor to Sofia Trujillo. Trujillo on the dribble, and right now we have a swarming defense by the Cats, and so Abigail Martinez just takes advantage and just blows by everybody and goes in, lays it in with the left hand. And so what happened?
What the heck happened?
What happened, Debbie?
I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but
well, anyway, there's a big cheer, and then everybody was. Tara McDonald was hugging. I didn't see who she was hugging.
I think that was Kaylee Salazar, and they were laughing it up, and they were having a good old time down there. I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was either. So anyway, they inbound it. Shot's going to come down to Tara McDonald. She outlets it to Carly Holland. Holland is just going to bounce it off at the last second to Sophia Trio. Sophia's shot is blocked by Amaya Gonzalez. And with the ball right now, bringing it up is Kaylee Martinez. But Kaylee gets it up the floor and taking it straight to the hole with Marcella Bowie. And Marcella will go to the free throw line. And it might be Abby. Well, the personal foul is going to go to Tara McDonald. That's going to be her second. That is the fifth. That's the 15th foul on Los Alamos and Marcella Bowie back to the free throw line. This will be her seventh free throw of the ball game. And this one rolls around and drops in. So before that shot, she's 1, 2, 3. She was four for 6. And so right now she's taking her sweet time with a high arching shot. This one bounces around and also drops in.
5 minutes left, 5-point ball game.
Yeah, so the Hilltoppers, Gigi Romero bringing it up for Los Alamos. We're going to dish it off to Tara McDonald. McDonald back to Gigi. Gigi has her shot blocked. She also got whacked in the eye inadvertently. But they're going to say it was not a shooting foul.
They're going to say it was not a foul at all. They're going to
jump
call a head
ball?
ball on that.
Holy mackerel. Unbelievable. So they bring it out now to Abby Martinez, out to Sofia Trujillo. 4:45 to go. Gigi sets the screen and they get it to Gigi over. And Abby Martinez, 3-point shot is off. Gigi Romero with the rebound. And then her shot is off, and then getting the rebound and going back up is Sofia Trujillo. And so we're going to have a personal foul go to Marcella Bowie. That should be her 4th. And that'll be the seventh team foul. But it doesn't matter because right now that's a shooting foul for Sofia Trujillo. And she drops in the first. She'll shoot one more. So the Hilltoppers. And so Sophia with hands on both. That makes it now a 7-point ball game, 38-31. Lauren Salazar has her pocket picked by Abby Martinez. And then they Going to have a reach-in foul, and this one's going to go to Amaya Gonzalez. No, not that's going to go to Lauren Salazar. That wasn't Lauren. Anyway, that is the
that was not Lauren. Lauren was nowhere near the play.
That's the 8th team foul. And that is the 3rd on Lauren. And back to the free throw. And now to the free throw line is Abby Martinez. And Abby has shot 2 free throws in the ball game in the first quarter. She was 1 for 2. And right now she has 5 points in this contest. So shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. And she misses that. So we're going to have a personal foul is going to go to Sophia Trujillo. That'll be her first as the Hilltoppers pressing. That's only the 16th foul. So it'll be inbounded by Pojoaque and right at midcourt. Haley Salazar will check back in for Pojoaque. Hilltoppers up by 7 with 4:18 to go.
And the last couple of minutes has been very, very sloppy on both ends.
Yes, it has. Comes out on top now to Monica Arrieta. Monica working on Sophia Trujillo. Gets it to Kaylee Salazar. Salazar backs out near the half-court circle. She'll go to her left, back to her right. Now she's going to put it up. This is off. Rebound comes down to Gigi Romero. Hilltoppers on the run. Gigi going to take it all the way to the hole and in. So Gigi just grabbed it and took it all the way. And just took it all the way to the hole. So full court press by Los Alamos. So they bring it up to Maya Gonzalez, 3-point shot. So 2 actually. So who got that?
That was Monique Arrieta, the 8th grader.
Okay.
And nice shot from her. And I mean, she was just about maybe 1 foot inside the 3-point line. That would have been something else had she knocked that in. 40-33. We have a timeout by the Toppers. That is a big one. The full timeout. Toppers have 2 full timeouts remaining. The Hellcats have 2 fulls and a 30. 3:39 remaining. Still a 7-point ball game. And back to that take to the basket by Gigi Romero. I got to say one thing. There is not a more clutch player in this district than Gigi. Every time the Toppers have needed a bucket throughout this district season, Gigi has come through. And that was one of the bigger ones she's had, that take to the basket. The Toppers were reeling. They needed something. They needed a little bit of a spark, and Gigi gave it to them. What a play she is. I would be very surprised if she is not the district player of the year this year.
Oh, absolutely. And boy, and that was, like you say, that was a must basket because the Hilltoppers were reeling and Pojoaque was roaring from behind and had shot this to a 4-point ball game. But that drive by Gigi was she just grabbed that rebound and just took it all the way down the court. So 3:39 remains. Full court press by Pojoaque. They bring it into Gigi. Gigi will bring it up. Pass comes up to Tara McDonald. Pass comes to Jean Mortensen. Mortensen grabs it beautifully. Grabs it one hand. Hands it to the ref.
That's one way to describe it. But the most important thing, Gene, they did not knock over your drink.
I know, they almost knocked over my Dr. Pepper. Couldn't get a Pepsi. I had to take a Dr. Pepper. So the shot is up by Tara McDonald. I thought sure that ball was going to it moved my Dr. Pepper can, but it didn't knock it over. Anyway, so we have a personal foul on the floor, and that personal foul is going to go to Lauren Salazar, her 4th. And that is the 9th team foul. At the free throw line is Abby Martinez. And Abby drops that one in. She was just there, missed the front end of a 1-on-1, but she drops that one in. She now has 6 points in the ball game. In the ball game right now, we have Gigi Romero, Tara McDonald, Abby Martinez, Carly Holland and Sophia Trujillo. So that one also good by Abby.
Abby playing with 4. She's actually played most of this quarter with 4 fouls. She never did come out of the ball game, but she has hung in there so far.
So it comes now. They get it underneath the Marissa Martinez, stolen away by Sophia Trujillo. Pass up the floor to Carly Holland. Holland comes in, puts it up with the left hand and in. So a nice steal and a nice pass down the floor. And right to Carly. Carly scores, and she now has 6 points in the contest, but it's right now, it's back to an 11-point ball game. And make it a 9-point ball game as Monica Arietta and the 8th grader, and she puts it in for 2. So now we're supposed to. So Ray Romero is telling everybody run Carolina. So we'll see what Carolina is here. It's a pick and roll, and perfectly executed once again between Gigi Romero and Tara McDonald. And so Tara picks up their 8, but it's absolutely perfect. Marcella Boy with it. Boy on a dribble has her shot blocked. Long pass. Well, I thought there was going to be a long pass down the floor as Abby Martinez was wide open. And so we have Marcella Boy is coming up the floor very slowly as Gigi Romero.
And yeah, she's Marcella's banged up, and
yes,
I'm surprised they didn't stop play for that because she was actually on the floor.
Yes, and right now they're not letting her sub out, which is silly. Gigi Romero, has to be the terminal free throw. Now they can come in as Gigi puts in the first of 2.
Right, and yeah, that is protocol. That is supposed to be the second free throw, but she's hurt.
Yes. So Gigi with the second free throw is in. She has 14 points in the ball game, and Hilltoppers back up by 12 with 1:40 to go. 3-point shot on the way. This is off. Rebound comes down to Pojoaque. They get it over. And on the baseline, a little 15-foot shot on the baseline is off. Marissa Martinez with the rebound gets it out to Kaylee Salazar. Salazar for Pojoaque starting to come down the lane. Ball is knocked away by Abby Martinez. Now on the floor is Sophia Trujillo.
Wow, we had like 3-4 girls on the floor at the same time there. And Kaylee wouldn't let the ball go.
No.
She hang on to the ball.
Yeah. Amazing. So a shot from the baseline. Kaylee Salazar gets the rebound on the missed shot, and Kaylee puts it in for 2.
1 minute.
Long pass down the floor. They get it to Carly Holland. She's about to go out of bounds. She tries to save it back into Tara McDonald. It's knocked out of bounds by Pojoaque. Abby Martinez will inbound it under the basket. It gets to Gigi Romero. She goes to the floor and slips, falls to the floor, and immediately we have a timeout called. Same situation. Switch of timeouts for a change in possession, possibly. I'm not even sure who gets the jump ball at this point, but anyway, that's going to be Ray Romero now with 1 timeout remaining, and but the timeout situation really isn't very critical right now. An 11-point lead for Los Alamos. Mike, 53 seconds to go.
That's right. So Toppers look like they will be able to. Things got a little hairy here in this 4th quarter, but it looks like the Toppers will be able to hang on to pick up this very, very important district victory. Gene, I want to go back to a couple of plays. The Toppers had a chance to throw a baseball pass down the floor and then did throw a baseball pass down the floor. I remember one year, and it was about 10 years ago, that the Hilltopper girls loved the baseball pass. I don't remember them completing one of them in the entire season. Some of them were just comical. Some of them, to this day, they would probably still be rolling if it didn't hit the wall or something.
Yes, amazing. Shot taken by the Hilltoppers is off. Rebound comes down to Gigi Romero. 40 seconds to go. Sophia Trujillo on a dribble, going to get it to Abby Martinez. Abby's shot is blocked, comes right to Tara McDonald. And now we have a 2-on-1 for Pojoaque as Carly Holland is going to be called for the foul.
Not a great foul there by Carly.
No, not really.
And she came down awkwardly too, and she kind of slid into the.
Yeah, Carly got the worst of that one.
Yeah, she kind of slid into the padding on the apparatus there.
So they're going to say it was not a shooting foul, a 7, so that's the 17. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Pojoaque. And nobody moved. Nobody except Gigi Romero. Everybody else was waiting for the second shot. So she was shooting a 1-and-1, and the only girl on the entire floor who realized it was Gigi Romero. She missed a shot, and nobody moved a muscle except for Gigi to run out and grab the ball. So the Hilltoppers call their final timeout, and so they're out. And 20 seconds to go. 11-point ball game. And right now, there is no strategy that's going to do anybody any good.
No, there will not. There is not. But just wonky ball game tonight. Just it's been all over the place. The Toppers have played very well in, like I said, in spurts tonight, and the rest of the way it's been very, very uneven, and it's just not a typical Topper ball game tonight. But they barring serious disaster, they will come away with this victory.
As they get it inside to Tara McDonald, and they get the old and the old crisscross from the 1950s. And they got it to Tara standing at the posting up on the free throw line, and then they had the girls crisscross. I didn't see who made the basket, but anyway, they did the old crisscross where one player runs around the right side of the girl in the post, and the other player runs around the left side. And you don't see that. You haven't seen that well, I saw the crisscross here a few games ago, but I hadn't seen that for years. That was pretty standard back in the 50s, but they just don't do much of that kind of stuff anymore. But that'll do it, Mike. Final score is gone. So.
Wow, that was quick. Okay, I actually didn't even get a chance to write it down. So I guess I have to add it up here. So give me a minute, and we'll do that. But
yeah, so
let's see. The Toppers had 33 going into the third quarter.
Yeah. So while Mike adds it up, we'll see. So the upcoming schedule right now is tomorrow night. The Hilltopper boys will entertain Moriarty at Griffiths Gymnasium. We'll be there for that. Saturday night they'll take on Rio Rancho at Griffiths Gymnasium. I do not believe we'll be able to do that ball game. And then the Hilltoppers have an entire week off. The boys, they go down to Espanola the following Saturday. That is February 11th, and then they will take on Taos on Valentine's Day in Los Alamos, and then they'll finish off their season on that following Friday, and as they will travel to Pojoaque to face Derek Sanchez once again. And so the Hilltopper girls, they travel to Moriarty on Saturday. We won't be able to cover that game, but on Monday night in Griffiths Gymnasium, a big game for the girls against St. Pius, and St. Pius ranked, I think, 4th in the state right now. So, and then on Friday of next week, and that's let's see, the day, yeah, and so on the 10th, they will entertain. The Hilltopper will entertain the Espanola girls, and then on Valentine's Day, it'll be the Santa Fe Indian School girls, and I do believe that ball game is in Santa Fe. But anyway, you ready?
Yes, I am. And it had a couple of interesting games coming up for the girl non-district contest, but keep your eye on that Santa Fe or St. Pius contest coming up. That'll be an interesting one. So the final score, just in case you're wondering, because that disappeared off the scoreboard within like 2 seconds of the final buzzer. Final score 49-37 in favor of Los Alamos. So they escape Ben Lujan Gymnasium. Just weird contest tonight, but they escape with the victory. They improved to 4-0 for the Toppers tonight. Gigi Romero, once again, the leading scorer. She ended up with 14, had a huge bucket in that fourth quarter. Los Alamos starting to reel a little bit, but Gigi coming up with a big take to the basket and put it in. She ended up with 14. 12 points tonight for Sofia Trujillo. She had a couple of big shots in that third quarter. 8 points for Abby Martinez, 8 points for Tara McDonald. For the Elkettes, they were led tonight by Maricela Bowie. She had 8 points. And Kaylee Salazar with 8 points. All of those came in the second quarter, or the second half, rather. And boy, Kaylee, she's a pretty nifty ball handler.
Yes, she is.
I will.
She's fun to watch.
She was a lot of fun to watch. And Amaya Gonzalez, the senior who you've seen for years and years and years, she ended up with 7 this evening. So 49-37 ball game. The Toppers escape of Ben Lujan Gymnasium with the victory. They improved to 4-0. They have a clear shot right now at a district title. They can pretty much salt that one away if they can go into Moriarty on Saturday and knock that off. Knock off the Pintos. The Toppers had very little trouble with the Pintos in their first meeting. If they can steal one in Moriarty, that would all but do it for this district race this season. Toppers would effectively be up by 3 games over the Moriarty Pintos. So that's a steep hill to climb for Moriarty or anybody else. So Toppers last couple of games tonight against Pojoaque, and then few days ago against Espanola. Not their best looking contest, but they were able to pull those out and pick up the victories. Toppers improved to 14-6 overall. So Los Alamos keeps rolling, and just like I said, they're right there. They can all but close this thing out on Saturday and punch their ticket to the playoffs. So good. Any win you can get here at Ben Lujan Gymnasium is a good win.
Yes, it is, and everything. And boy, it started off like gangbusters. Boy, like the Toppers, like wow. I mean, they just overwhelmed. I mean, the Pojoaque, it was one turnover after another, and then John Salazar calls the timeout, and he made some lineup changes, like I said before, and that made a big difference. And so Pojoaque then finally started getting into the ball game. And at one point, the Hilltoppers are up by, at least 12. But I'm not sure if they were up any higher than that. But Pojoaque did cut it down to 4, and things were not looking good. But then Gigi Romero with that coast-to-coast basket, that was a big basket for Los Alamos. So Anyway, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. The Hilltopper boys taking on Moriarty at Griffith Gymnasium. So if you can't make it out to Griffith Gymnasium, be sure to tune in to the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel. We do the audio, and John McHale and Nate Limback, they do the video, and all those pictures that you see, and then keeping all of us in line. And at her cushy studio over there is Charlene McHale. So, and I want to thank Carol Clark for making all this possible. Okay, Mike, that's it for us. So anyway, have a great tomorrow, everybody, and you can make an even better Friday. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug your penguin, but the most important thing you can always do is just be excellent to each other. And Sweetie Pie, I love you, honey, and I always will.